Another quick video. This is the Chemical Guys ProFlow PM2000. Well, I don't know when I got it. To tell you the truth, I got it on the release day, and I was one of the few lucky ones. What's weird is that I kept checking the tracking number, and the U.S. Postal Service never even received it. They said they're still waiting to receive it, and I checked the website. I went back, checked my order. Nothing. I was supposed to get an email when this thing was sent out. Never got it. Took off for the weekend, and this thing was on my porch. Somehow, it did not get rained on. We've been having some storms over here in Tucson, and I guess I lucked out. It must have been delivered today, one of the dry days this weekend. Anyway, this is not originally what I wanted. I've been looking for one of those nice, big, heavy-duty 3,000 PSI pressure washers that kind of strips paint off houses, that kind of stuff. But this came up, and I thought I'd give it a try. It looks kind of neat. The box itself is compact. I have a very tiny corner in my garage where I keep this nasty old thing. I don't know how old this thing is, maybe 10, 15 years old, but slightly works, I guess. It throws water, that's all I really need, but I got this because I was just hoping it would work, that's basically it. Wanted to try it. Let's see, it is promising. I'm sure you guys already know all the stats if you're watching this video, but it says 2030 PSI, but that's max PSI. I think once you pull the trigger, depending on the nozzles, that PSI drops drastically. I already noticed that. I think anybody that has a pressure washer will know that. But let's see, 2030 PSI, hose, all that stuff doesn't matter. But the gallons per minute, 1.77. I'm hoping to, if all goes well, I'm hoping to compare this to this guy. This is a Husky. Oh my God, the Husky H2000. It is rated at 1800 PSI, 1.5 gallons per minute. I originally got this because it's like the footprint's compact and also has this nice reel where you can store your hose. I originally thought that this is actually connected at all times. I didn't have to, but reality, it comes with the quick disconnect. You do have to hook it up every time you want to use it. I did come in with a foam dispenser that honestly never really worked. It was one of those things where you put soap in here and you got to run at very low pressure to get soap out. It's not a foam cannon by any means. It's just a paint sprayer, a soap dispenser. It did come with a couple of nozzles. So like I said, this is really kind of a crappy thing, but let's see. It has this kind of hookup. What's weird is that a lot of nice new pressure washers have that standard nozzle fitting. If I'm not mistaken, I think the Chemical Guys has this same kind of connection. I'll check that out. But from here to here, you get one of those nice where you get your tips. But this one has this came with a pretty fancy spreader, and it came with some other ones. And throughout time, I just found them useless. But anyway, I'm looking to compare this nice new pressure washer to my beat up old pressure washer. But again, let's see. This thing just showed up on my porch. At first I was a little concerned because there's no tape or anything securing this thing. It's just as it is, as we bought it on the shelf. But it did still seem to have all its... There's my shipping or my order information. A little pamphlet. And all the... Is this thing recording? All the parts appear to be there. I've been watching videos and trying to catch up on this. Oh, and speaking of, all the videos that I saw right now are all what I would call professional YouTubers. There's no way they got this package or this thing 4 days ago when the orders only went out a couple days ago. So I am by no means sponsored or anything. I'm just a regular old dude that has a nasty garage and has nasty things that need to be pressure washed. But looks like it's kind of all here. I want to get it put together and then hopefully compare it on my little car there. Alright, let's get it together. First thing I decided to check is these ones are not the same, so they're not interchangeable, which is fine with me because this thing is old and it's got to go. It still works, but it's time for something new. Also, as I'm taking this apart, I just realized that yes, this thing is nice and compact, but where am I going to keep my hose? With that with that old pressure washer, at least I had a place to keep I could wind up and keep my hose. So yes, it's a small pressure washer, but we'll see what we're gonna do about that. I might make something up. I don't know. Putting together, I already noticed that these wheels spin on, but they sure hell, you ain't gonna use a regular wrench. I went through a bunch of my air tool wrenches and other wrenches. I can't find anything, so that kind of sucks, but I think you can just grip it real tight. That should do. Maybe I'm impatient or something, but I couldn't find anything that tells you how to put the wheels on. I did watch their videos online, but I can't remember how he says how they tighten these, but it doesn't really matter. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep these wheels. I'm not sure how these are going to work out, so. Greasy and loose. Kind of sloppy, actually. Yeah, sloppy. I figured it out. So if you unlock them, they're free to spin. These are pretty cool. These are not only they lock the wheel, but they also have like a gear. Right now they're locked. You can actually use this to turn them in. So good on them. Oh, you can see the little locking teeth. So open, spin, lock, lock. The O-rings are also dry. They don't come lubed with anything. I don't know if the instructions say so, but anytime you use O-rings in compression, anytime you guys use O-rings in friction, but not in compression, you should probably lube them. Got a nice little food safe dielectric grease here, so I'm gonna lube these little guys up. Here's something a little shitty. You think with all the design that goes on in this thing, this switch, you have off and on. Yes, intuitively you go. But when I'm standing above it, I can't see. When I'm standing above, I can't see those letters, and I went this way, and it feels real shitty. And it lets you do. I don't know if there's something that cams out, or am I just stripping splines? Who knows? But hopefully, I can remember to go this way. This little filter thing is kind of cool. This hose I got here is one of these. I don't know what they're called. Like, I don't know. They're like Asion TV hoses, but it's kind of small. So hopefully, 1.77 gallons per minute isn't that big of a deal. But the cool thing is there's a filter in here. I don't know if you can see, there's a chunk of something. So this hose is kept out in the back for a couple of purposes, but I already have a chunk going. So that filter actually paid off. Pretty cool. Yeah, let's see if I can get it. I don't think this has a macro, but you can see the chunk floating around in there. So cool. All right. Got it all hooked up. Honestly, having this chunky thing where everything is toted in one thing, this is not the most cool thing. Maybe I'm not a big pressure washer guy, but I don't know. It is kind of a nuisance having this thing knocked over everything in the garage as I got it out. But what do I got here? Look down the barrel. I don't know what I have. I have a 15-degree. Come on, a 15-degree angle, and this is the first spray I'm gonna do. Let's try it out. Oh, damn it. Turn it on. I guess you also, hopefully, I think it primes, like my old one used to prime. Yep, it primes first. And hopefully it has automatic shut off when it gets to that pressure. It's not stopping. Maybe get some air out of the system. All right, yes, it does have auto shut off. What's that, my little thing? All right, first time using, God dang it, this hose is not, yep, those wheels are going to be annoying. Well, actually, the three of them are locked. One is open, but yeah, those wheels, God, son of a bitch. All right, anyway, this hose is going to be a nuisance, I already can tell. All right, first spray onto the car. Boo! Doesn't do anything. It is not. Machine's broken already. What's going on here? Huh. Better not be the goddamn machine. Alright, checking the circuit breaker on this thing. Massive desk. Test. Alright, should be good. Let's go back to Mr. Noisemaker. Nope, dead out of the box. How about that shit? I have water. What's going on here? That is not a pressure washer. It was a garden hose. Yeah, I'm wetting my car for no reason. This sucks. Let's shut this shit off. Well, I've been out here 10-15 minutes trying to figure out why this thing doesn't work. It's still nothing. Went through the book. Pretty much is either power failure, defective socket, fuse blown, or defective extension cord. But I can rule that out real quick. Let's go. I know you can't follow. There's this guy. You can see the light it's on, and this is my crappy pressure washer. It's lasted me easily over a decade. Just to prove a point, it's hooked up. Where's the on button? Yes, and this thing I have ran dry. So what? Well, the reason I say I've ran it dry, if I go through the instructions, come back over to the bench. When they tell you how to operate it, let's see if I can find the page. Come on. I went over the manual and they actually tell you to turn the water supply on, purge the system, then turn the machine on. But if they tell me that's why it broke, I'm calling BS, because that was a short period amount of time, very, very short. It should not burn out running dry. As a matter of fact, it wasn't dry. It had water in it. So something that's supposed to be a great product, well designed, hours of development, blah, blah, blah. Go back. I'm still connected. Just to prove a point, this thing is, like I said, easily over 10 years old. Had it, run it dry many a times, especially when you're trying to store it for the winter. But here, I'll run it for a little while. It's not gonna run it dry. There's the inlet. I think that proves a little bit of a point. But anyway, this thing, I find it's gonna end up pissing me off. I think I'm gonna send it back, get my money back. Hopefully I just get one of those nice, maybe even a gas power, something with an actual, something that carries all this shit together. This is, like I said, this is gonna get annoying, trying to tote all this stuff around with nothing to hook it up, or nothing to carry it. But the worst thing is it doesn't work. Why would I want a machine that's gonna break on me? Like I said, this Husky, old, still works. This didn't even work. I'm gonna call him tomorrow. Maybe I want my money back. I don't think I want another one. So sadly, I won't be able to do an actual review or even a comparison to a cheap old pressure washer. We'll see what they do. If something cool comes up, I will make another video. But for now, I got to get going. I'm being eaten by mosquitoes, and everybody in my neighborhood's out walking, and it's kind of embarrassing making these little videos because I look like a goober. All right, thanks for watching. Oh, if you really want my opinion, I don't think I like this. Cumbersome, doesn't work. That's a big one, but kind of cumbersome. Not all that great. Compact is not always better.